It's Holly Miller, and I'm with Country Road Crafts, and today I'm going to talk about stencils with the Essential Stencils and Magnolia Design. The canvas back comes from Magnolia Design, and I have misplaced the stencils that are for the Magnolia Design kits that I bought. Imagine that. So I am going to use Essential Stencils for the stencil, and I found the ink for Magnolia Design. So, and then once I'm finished and it dries, I can take it iron and set it, and it would be permanent. But right now, I didn't set it yet. So I did this one ahead of time just to show you guys what it looked like, and now I'm going to show you how to do it. So I am going to take the Essential Stencils. I got the small pack. I got the bees. Let's see. Sweet Like Honey pack I got. And there's another one, but I don't remember what it's called. Something with V tags or something. Sorry, I misplaced those already. But I'm going to take these, and I don't want it to say happy. So I'm going to tape over the happy and align this up so I can get it set right. In the middle, I put a piece of cardboard so it doesn't bleed through to the other side. I don't know if it would, but I don't want to chance it, and my brain says I have to. So that's what I'm doing. And the B, I am just going to set it up there and tape him on so it doesn't roll around on me. And then I want to make sure that's in the right place so I can get this on there too, because I want to say Sweet Like Honey on there. Yeah. So I'm going to take my brush, and I'm going to get a little bit of this ink, the permanent ink from Magnolia Design. I'm going to get it on there. I'm going to take a towel and wipe it back so don't get too much on it. And then I'm just going to put it on. She's going to watch the edges so I don't go off the edges. Make sure I get enough in there to cover it. And I thought this would be good for like a teenage girl for Easter. She can put her personables in there, or her makeup, or cough drops, which was what I would do, and my chapstick because I was in the band. It's just a cute little project. And I'm going to lift it to make sure. Yep, I think that's it. Quick and easy. Yep. And then the other one is Sweet Like Honey. And I don't want to put the whole stencil on it, so I'm just going to tape it down. And I'm not going to use the B in this little line here, but I'm going to put it where it overlaps just a little. And I moved it. So just going to line that up. And I'm just going to hold it down, and I'm just going to try to get the black inside of that stencil. And I wanted it to look kind of faded, so I'm not going to put some places might be darker than others, so I want it to be a little faded. And I'm just going to put it in there. If I had yellow, I would make it a little yellow, but I didn't order any yellow, so I don't have any yellow. So it's going to be black. And I was just thinking of order girls more than boys. Sorry, boys. I didn't look for a boy project. Husband was giving me grief about that. I was just thinking something for older teenage, what they might like, instead of an Easter basket for Easter. So I'm just going to fill in. I'm just going to lift it. And it just says Sweet Like Honey. Easy peasy. And that's one project. And this is from Magnolia Design. And it was part of a kit. It comes with a stencil and a bag. And it'll have the little paste. This one comes with ink. The little ink. You guys can see that. There you go. Ink packet. You can get them in bigger sizes, but these are just in the kits. It comes with a little scraper to put it on. I'm not very good with the scrapers, I'll be honest. I'm better with the little brushes. With the scrapers, I get too much on it, and I end up getting it underneath. However, I do that. I don't know how I do it, but it ended up happening. So I just don't use it that way. So the next one I'm going to do is another Magnolia design. I did this one earlier. I don't like the bow. I want to add more flowers and stuff, but that'll have to be later. I just did the stencil. And I thought that was a cute saying. And I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm going to do another stencil type on it. A different saying. Same kind of stencil, different saying. So what I did was open it out of the, turned off my light on me. So what I did was open up the package and pulled off the stencil itself. And I put it on a piece of towel. And it's called roughing it up or fluffing it or getting it not so sticky. I don't know exactly what they're calling it. Just so it pulls up easier so it doesn't stick too hard to the surface. And then you want to make sure all of the bubbles are out as you put it down. So I left the bubble here. I don't know if you can see that right there. See it right there? So that's what you want out of there. So I would just pick up the corner, just try to get that bubble out and put it back down. It's not so much, it's not a big deal in the corners, but if it was in the middle of this, it would mess up. So we want to move that out. And I got some white paste I'm going to use. And it just comes in the packet. You can see that right there. Magnolia Design. And I will put up my affiliate information and my creator in the comments so you guys can find me. And I'm not going to use this whole packet, so I'm just going to take what I need out. And again, I'm just going to put it on the brush because I'm better at the brush than trying to use the little scraper that comes with it. And I'm just going to brush it on. And that's what I did with the chicken. Just going to put it on, make sure it fills it in the holes. Hopefully you guys can hear me. And these are reusable, so you can wash them and use them up to 12 times. Usually I mess them up before I can reuse them. So I'm starting to get used to it. Or I forget to wash them for a few days and it ruins. You want to clean these up as soon as possible. I just take them over to the sink and run water on them. And the essential stencils, I used like a magic eraser on it, and it took the stuff right off. So those are a little thicker and are a little more durable than these little paper ones from Magnolia Design. And with the kits from Magnolia Design, I got the stencil, I got the board or surface, and I got some the ribbon, which I don't like how that ribbon looks. So I'm going to get more ribbon out of my stash because I know I have some somewhere. Because, you know, I save craft stuff from years. Sure, I have stuff in there. So I'm just going to try to get all this covered and in the cracks. And what I'm doing is I'm just using this instead of using the big old thing because I make a mess with that. And if I squirt it out, it's all over the place. So I just don't do that. phone rings. My phone is ringing. Hey, Estelle, how are you? Doing some Magnolia design stencils tonight. And like I was saying earlier, I'm not very good with the little spatula thing, so I'm just doing it with a brush. And I'm going to stick this in the jar. So my brushes don't go yucky. And I'm just going to lift this up. And I'm trying to lift it in even. And not to tug on it and just pull. Don't tug, because you tug, it stretches it, and you don't want it to stretch. And this is washable ink on I put on here. You can put paint on it. Just paint is not as friendly, and I'm stretching it. I don't know if you see what I'm doing there. Easy does it. Okay, perfect. And I will clean this up. I usually brush paint on it, Estelle, but I forget to wash them out and usually ruin them. So today I'm brushing on the paste. I'm not very good with the little scraper they have. I make a mess with it and I get up underneath and I don't get it down tight. I make a mess. But with the brushes, I'm having a lot better success with it. And they look pretty. They're so pretty. And it has ribbon to go with it also. And you can hang on them. See? See? And I did the other one. I don't know if you've seen the other one, but I have it too. And they're both kits from Magnolia Design. And so what I'm going to do now is finish up the door that I started last week. I'm going to stencil my fusion paint on there. So let me clean up the mess here real quick and make room for my fusion sign. So if you've seen my live last week, I painted this door. It was white, and I did some, clear glaze on it and add a little color to it. And now I want to add my stencil to it. You guys can see what I'm doing. Trying to get it all up here. This ain't big enough. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to take this big old stencil I got from Fusion Mineral Paint. I'm a retailer of Fusion Mineral Paint. And what I did with the board, and it's on last week's live. So I took the board, I painted it white, and I took clear glaze, and I dry brushed some gray on there, and then I did the clear glaze in the blue, and I just did a light color, and I brushed it back. So that's what I did with this. And now I want to put a stencil in it from Fusion. I got it from Fusion, but I like what it says. I might actually get me a shirt done in this too. So you guys can see that. Keep calm and paint on. Love it. So I'm just going to stencil it on. Actually, first, before I do anything, I'm going to tape it down because I will be the one that moves it, and it will be all cattywampus, and I would be upset. So I'm going to tape it down first. And I think that's on there straight. Looks straight to me before I move anything. And once I finish these, I'm going to put them up in the shop. Just a little something different. So I am going to take white, and I'm going to take Renford blue. The Renford blue I put on the back part of this. This is the blue in here, but I wiped it back so it doesn't look as deep. But this blue here, I'm going to dab it in there. Hopefully I can make it work the way I'm thinking it's going to work. Okay, let's may not have enough of it. Because I'm just going to dab it in there. I'm going to kind of layer it. So I'm going to dab in the blue first, and then I'm going to dab in some white, and then I'm going to take my sponge and put metallic over the top. That's what I'm going to do. That's what my brain says I'm going to do. I don't know if it's going to turn out the way I want. That's what I want it to do. And this edge right here is off there, so I just got to be careful. And I'm just, swirling it around, just getting it in there. Because when I sponge, it's going to be wet when I sponge on the white. And I'm hoping it makes some cool designs. I don't think I got enough color out, but that's okay. It's going to work the way I want it. I just want some color in there. The thing with the Magnolia design stuff too, and the paste that they give you, the chalk paste is non-permanent. So you can wipe it back. You can change it. If you don't seal it, you can wipe it back. So that's kind of cool too. So in the fall, if I wanted to change that to a fall stain, I can just wipe it off and redo it for fall or for Halloween or for the 4th of July or for Father's Day or for Mother's Day, whatever. You can put anything on it. And you don't have to use a whole stencil on it. You can use pieces of it. Just tape it off because I forget what I was doing and then just go crazy on it and then ends up with a whole thing that I didn't plan. So I'm just trying to get the colors down in the letters here. Okay, if you guys see that. And then I am going to get my sponge. And this is my dirty sponge because I keep forgetting to wash it out and I stain it. My bad. So I am going to actually grab some of this white. Then I'm going to wipe it back. I want it to be spongy looking, not loopy. So I'm just going to sponge some of this white in there. There we go. So and the colors I got here is Renfrew Blue for the blue, and then I got Picket Fence for the white on tonight's. Last week it was Soapstone and Renfrew Blue, and I think I put Casement on the bottom, but it's in the notes from last time, comments from last week. I am thinking about coming on tomorrow and doing some foil eggs because I ran out of time today to play with it. So I'm gonna have. It takes a minute to put the foil adhesive on. It takes 15 minutes to do that, so I need to do it ahead of time, and I forgot. But today, I'm gonna finish up this project. So you guys got family coming down and all that fun stuff? For Easter. Okay, so I'm going to put some copper on this from Fusion. I want it to have a little bit more color than that. I can get it open. Maybe not. Sorry. Oh, I'm a little stuck. Let's see. Aha, I got it. So I'm going to take a little bit of this out with the brush because I'm going to make a mess. I'm just going to put a little there. I got it. Thank you. Does that make a mess?
Probably put more things on that table there.
You think? Okay, so now I'm just going to dabble in some of this copper because I like it. And this color here goes a long way. I'm just going to dab it on and give it a little texture look because I love the copper and the texture. It's like my favorite thing I've been playing with for the past few months. Oh, you're going to go see your daughters? My daughter's actually coming down and we might go see our son on the way through taking my nephew home on Sunday. So I haven't seen him in a little while. Since I was in the hospital last time I seen my son. And him and his wife are celebrating Easter in their house. So that's exciting. Thank you, Frank, for helping me. You're saving your damsel in distress with the paint. My hero, as always. Okay, so I am just going to finish this up real quick. Just a little bit more. Okay, I think that's where I want it. Maybe as I drop everything off the table here. I am going to try to lift up this side. Let's see. This is what I want. He is a great guy. I don't think that's what I want. I don't like that. So I think I'm going to lay it back down. I'm going to grab me a brush. I think I'll paint me some white in there. I don't like how that looks. Not what I thought it was going to do. That's okay. Because I can add more color. I think I'm just going to add white. I didn't like how that looked. It looked a little dull to me. What do you guys think? I'm going to just sweep the wipe across the top of it. I really like that gray, but I mean that gold, copper, but it's upsetting me that it didn't work the way I wanted. That's okay. Just gonna do it like this. And that's what I thought too, was still I couldn't see it, so I'm gonna try the white on top. Just kind of goop it in there. And if it doesn't work, I'll send it back and do it again. Because this is just for fun, it's just for playing with. It wasn't the wow that I thought. I thought it would be, ooh. I have a project I'm going to share tomorrow that's going to be finished tomorrow on my personal page. That at first it was like icky, and then as I kept doing layers, it's come to life. I'm so excited to share it tomorrow. Sorry, hit my computer. Trying to make sure it's not in the cracks this time. Okay, let's try this again. I don't think I like that either. What do you think, Estelle? I think I need to wipe back and do it again. So maybe it's a next try. The second time will be a good time. So I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to wipe it back and clean it off before it dries. And then I'm going to try a different color because I'm not liking how this is looking. But that's okay. The first two projects turned out fine. This one here was just a guess. But that's all I got for tonight. I'll fix this up and then show you guys what I got because I'm not liking how that looks. All right, guys. Thank you. This is Holly with Country Road Crafts, and I will talk to you guys soon, and I'll show you this once I fix it because I don't like how it looks. Okay. Thanks. Have a great day.